Hey beauties, Sam Lenny here. I wanted to come to you today to talk about the power of having a routine and an ongoing ritual for self-care, particularly physical self-care, but also having more acknowledgement and appreciation for that routine or that ritual. It came to light for me last week. You may know, but I may not know, I started a strength training. I got a really clear message to move my body more, to strengthen my body more, to create more strength, but within that strength to harness more personal power. And it's been incredible, hard work, but it has been incredible. And for unforeseen circumstances, I paused my membership for a week because stuff went down here and I missed it. And I recognized how it was supporting my overall health and my mental health. But I'd noticed how I had missed the energy of appreciation for it. And it's that old saying, isn't it? You kind of like, you don't know what you've got until you don't have it. And so this was one of those situations. And even in just a week, I had noticed that my fatigue during the day had changed. It had, that fatigue was improving with strength training, and I was losing some of that in just a week. And it really highlighted to me, one, appreciating the fact that you start something, a ritual or a routine, and just appreciating that you've said yes to it and that you've taken action on it, but then not normalizing it. So it's like, oh yeah, well I just go to the gym, or oh yes, I just go for a walk, or oh yes, and it becomes this normal thing that we lose the appreciation for why we were doing it in the first place, but also the value it has holistically. And to just appreciate it in the moment, in every moment, as often as you can. That really does build in that trust muscle and the resilience to keep going with it. Because particularly where priorities are concerned, if there is an external force, like what happened to me last week, that comes in, like sweeps through you and goes, causes you to say, oh, I'm not sure if I can do this anymore. I'm not sure if I need to put a hold on it, or maybe it's not working, or maybe it was the wrong ritual or the wrong routine for me. And so we can get stuck in our stories as to what's going on. Generally, it's a reaction from what's going on the outside of us, maybe not so much on the inside. That's the dog. And it just really came to me that the more we can really embody the appreciation for the routine and the ritual in the moment and the next moment and the next moment, and keep tuning in and tapping into that, it becomes this beautiful thing, right, where it's completely non-negotiable. And it gives us this opportunity to open up the energy around it, to say, oh, well, actually, there is much more to this routine and ritual than I'm originally thought it would bring me. And that's the power of you using your energy and really being present in the moment, in the now, to have the space to make these acknowledgements. You know, it's human nature to rush through things within an existing routine. It's like, oh, this is how I generally do my day, or this is how I generally do my week, from this thing to this thing to this thing. And it's like a ticking box scenario. So what happened with me is there was all sorts of stories going off about why I couldn't restart this subscription. And a lot of shadows came up. There was inner conversations about my worth, because everything that we have fear around asks us to look deeper around the level of worth that we hold for ourselves, because we are inherently worthy of everything and everything that we ever wish and dream for. And so there was this message coming through saying, oh, come on, Sam, maybe you weren't meant to do this strength training, And I could really feel this selling out energy. The external problem was giving me the excuse to contemplate this and potentially sell out. So, there's such an importance here to really stand in your power, be in the moment, and appreciate the gift of the ritual and the routine that you have, and not put it off, or not put it further down the list of priorities. And after I'd had a word with myself and checked in, and I'd run CVL frequencies through, and come to this beautiful neutral place where I was like, oh, okay, holistically I was like, oh, right, I'm feeling empowered, I'm feeling embodied. Why wouldn't I restart this subscription? And so I did. And so it was my first day back today. And I feel like I have just re-engaged with this desire, but with this message that came through. And the Dominion were like, you've got this, that's it. And I could just see this energy as like, yes, she's back. And so where have you been with your routines, with your rituals? Are you prioritizing you through those and embodying yourself within those rituals? What is it that isn't a non-negotiable that maybe you have been contemplating whether to negotiate that or not over and above something else in your life? And how can you embody it more? There's a real strong energy coming through around our physical body, our physicality, as we hold more light within ourselves, within our auric field, this beautiful dynamic, love, universal love that's coming through now. Our bodies, our physical bodies need to, or have to have the opportunity to adapt and change as well. So physical movement is very strong for us to look at right now. And yeah, I'm not saying that meditation and other stillness activities aren't useful, because obviously, absolutely they are. But this is more about, the message here is more about the physical body, and recognizing that we can do more than we think we can do. Is there a narrative around age? Oh, I'm, this age this year, so maybe my body can't move as it did 20 years ago. Maybe I don't have the strength, the power, the energy. And, all of those are stories, they're lies, it's programming, it's conditioning. And, I don't have, my physicality isn't the same as when I was 25, sort of 25 years ago. But it's a different kind of strength. It's an inner wisdom, it's an inner strength, it's an inner power that is just really, really deep, profound, truthful, authentic, using that word. It's just a different energy. And so the message, it's so important to listen to your messages, and then to act on those messages, even if it doesn't make sense in that moment. I mean, I'm not saying, you go from not being able to run 1K to then running a marathon, but you get my point. It's like, whatever you're being asked to, or however you're being asked to move your physical body, that's going to lead you elsewhere. It's going to lead you to other things, other opportunities, other ways of getting to know yourself, overcoming stories, narratives that are, you know, sitting in the psyche. You know, it's a whole world of opportunity within this change that we are experiencing right now. I apologize, that is the dog who is barking at a bird. So yeah, feel into that today. Are you feeling like you want to do something different? Have you put something that you really love to do physically down on the priority list due to resources or due to time or whatever it might be? Maybe it's time to just contemplate that again and get back out there, because also there's a strong community aspect to this as well in the physical. Getting into groups, getting into community, making new friends that are aligned with you, for you at this time. These are all aspects of this, embracing your power, embracing this innate wisdom and power that wants to be expressed. And it definitely wants to be expressed physically right now. And prepping and priming the body your way. And you do that by going in and within and asking what you need. Prepping, priming, expanding, expressing, stretching, growing, adapting the body so that your body, your new body, if you like, your future self, your stronger self can carry your wisdom, this light, through the earth plane with you as you move forward. So yeah, little contemplation for you. Hope you enjoyed this, and have a beautiful day.